Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Karim Baksha Basi, speaking today for the students of ADE third semester. Title of the course is Teaching Literacy, and my today's topic is Oral Language. Oral language builds the foundation of reading. I am going to tell you some systematic points that how oral language builds the foundation of reading. When our parents, elders in the family, and in our surrounding, a child has an opportunity to listen, it means we are going to develop their oral language. In oral language, we are going to build up the vocabulary of students, and that same vocabulary helps in the reading of students. Suppose we have been speaking with our children at home, and all the family members contribute in it, and same child, when become the part of schooling tomorrow, and he is given a textbook, and he starts reading the textbook. Okay, so same vocabulary which he has got from his family member, which he has got from the elders, helps him in reading. I am going to quote one example of vocabulary helps in reading. Suppose a child is going to read a textbook. Okay, suppose he reads a line, I play cricket. But the word cricket here is not written completely. There is a picture of this game. Okay, I play, there is the word cricket, C in the beginning and T in the end. Suppose the child will start reading this line, I play, but he cannot read the word cricket because he has not seen the word cricket before. He is going to read by looking at the picture and by the vocabulary he has got from his family members, from his elders at home, and that vocabulary has been the part of his environment. So he gazes that word at that place when he starts reading the text. I play cricket. How he gazed it? Because he had already listened that word from his family members. That's why he could easily read the word cricket, which was confused in the textbook, or which was not completely written, suppose, or he could not combine the letters. Though he was good at phonics skills, but despite of that, he could not combine the letters and read the word cricket, but he gazed it on the basis of his oral language. So my topic is importance of oral language, and oral language helps a child in reading. So my first example was about development of a vocabulary, and I quoted one example of a child in the class, that how he reads the word cricket in a class because that was a part of his oral vocabulary. My second point here is that oral language develops the foundation for reading. Suppose a child listens oral language at home. He listens continuously at home. It develops his syntax. What is syntax? Syntax means study about the structure. Okay, he has been constantly listening from his family members, from his parents at home. Okay, when he again becomes the part of his schooling, or he goes continuously in school, and when he starts reading, he comes to know that he has a lot of knowledge about syntax now. Syntax means study of structure, that what word will come next. Okay, suppose if a teacher speaks that I go outside, a child comes to know that what part of word, what part of speech, what word will come next. Suppose if I say I got, the student will come to know that the noun is going to be placed now. It is because of the knowledge of syntax that helps a child in reading, and that is helped to him by his family members, by his surroundings, by his friends at home, because they are continuously developing oral language of a child, and that oral language helps a child in reading and as well as in speaking. When a child say, I feel fever today, or I feel something bad, so here child comes to know that what word will be put next. Okay, this is because of the knowledge of syntax which was given to him by his family members and friends, and by the environment at home. And same teacher is speaking with him, so he develops the concept of syntax for a child. My third point is oral language helps in reading, and oral language develops the overall structure in reading, or overall structure of a child in reading. Because that child has been spoken to by the family member. They are telling him stories, they are telling him rhymes, they are telling him jokes, they are telling him proverbs. And when that child comes to school and he sees different text, Okay, suppose a teacher has started reading, okay, in the class, and he is going to discuss a story in the class. That child already has listened stories from his parents. He knows here that how stories develop, and a story is made up of characters, and there are incidents in the story, and there are different situations in the story, and different setting in the story. So that child who already knows about the story and setting of story and characters of a story, so this thing helps here in the class during the reading. That a child has already listened to stories, and that helps him in reading the stories and understanding the stories. This is because of the development of oral language, because oral language develops reading and overall structure of a child at home. I'm quoting one more example of rhyming. Okay, suppose parents tell poetry, poems, lullabies to a child at home, and same child will become the part of school. Okay, when he starts reading and teacher tells him that this is poetry, so he has already the concept that how poetry is uttered, how poetry develops, how poetry is composed, what kind of words become the part of poetry. Okay, so that child is already familiar with the poetry at home. So when he recites poetry, he recites it well, and he knows that how poetry is composed, and then he has no problem in reading a poem at school, or he has no problem in understanding poem at school because he has already developed oral language, or his oral language is developed by the surrounding, by environment, by his parents and family members. Michael Holiday, one of the great linguists, says that we talk because of certain needs. And what are those needs? Those needs are emotional needs. Those needs are physical needs. Okay, so suppose I have to say something at home. I like this, or I dislike this, or I want to eat this. Okay, I want to wear this kind of dress, or I want to wear this kind of shoe. So here we speak because we are needed to speak. Okay, and Michael Holiday talks the same thing, that child wants to speak because he has certain needs to fulfill. Okay, that's I have quoted example that we speak because we have to fulfill certain physical and emotional needs. Further, he says that a child speaks because he has to gain knowledge. Okay, suppose I go outside and I have to ask question from somebody to gain information, to know something. That's why he wants to talk. That's why, because he has to communicate, he wants to aid in his information, and he wants to aid in his knowledge. Okay, so Michael Holiday says that we talk because we need to talk, and we want to fulfill certain needs. Okay, same as the example that we need to talk. Why? Because we sometimes want to tell stories. We need to talk because we want to tell jokes. We want to communicate with different section of society, people of society in different way. So Michael Holiday says that we talk and we communicate because we have certain needs to fulfill. Okay, so Michael Holiday says that we talk because we have to develop relationship. I have a relationship with a friend, I have a relationship with my mother and father and my family members. So I have to talk all of them for different purposes. And if I don't know how to talk, if I'm not going to learn all these things, and I have not developed oral language, I am certainly going to get a great loss. I cannot communicate fully. I cannot fulfill my personal, physical, emotional, psychological needs here. So oral language has a great importance in reading. Oral language builds the foundation of reading. Oral language builds the vocabulary of a student. Oral language builds the syntax structure, syntax of a student, semantics of a student, and it becomes easy for a child to become the part of his schooling, and in this way he can pass his life easily, and he has a great benefit over the other students who are deprived of this facility. So I spoke the importance of oral language for the students of ADE semester 3, and the title of the course are Teaching Literacy. So hope you understand this lecture, and send me in written the questions which you feel difficult. I will respond to you in written. And for further videos, subscribe my channel, and you will have more information in this way. Thank you very much.